another episode of Skinemax with your girl, Jody, the provocative one. And I'm joined by my amazing, handsome co-host. I love complimenting him. He be so receptive to it. He be blushing and shit. Like, ain't he handsome, y'all? Give it up for my co-host.
Precious with the perspective. Thank you, Jody. Appreciate you.
And we are talking about another movie. This is a movie I've seen before. Precious has never seen this movie. This is his first time seeing this movie. Let me describe this movie before I actually tell y'all the name, right? Sure. This is a low budget film. Maybe at the time it wasn't as low budget. It definitely didn't come out in the movies.
Facts. I've never heard of this shit. I until I saw it, I thought you made it up.
You thought I made this movie
I was
up?
like, what's going on, G?
I put three.
Never heard of this
I put
shit.
part 1, 2, and 3.
And all three of them was your imagination in my mind. Fuck is you talking about? They never were real. And then you said they was on Tubi. I was like, I bet. And then I typed the shit in on Tubi. There it was. Again, like I said earlier, with niggas that I knew. And it was niggas that I knew like, nigga, I didn't know you did this before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that was interesting.
So a little background about these movies. These movies came out when I was around like between the ages of 9 and 12, maybe. Like very early on in my childhood, I guess mid-childhood, going into like whatever. But I used to stay up late and sneak and watch these movies because of course, we talk about movies that got sex scenes in them. I damn sure wasn't supposed to be watching these movies. At the age of 10, if I found out my daughter was watching movies like this, it would be an issue. It would be an issue. It would be an issue because this is damn near like soft porn. And I used to really like watching these movies. So, used to stay up late trying to, sneaking and watching these movies. And it kind of shaped my ideas of sex. Like, I feel like everything we kind of perceive in those pivotal years of your childhood formulates your ideas of what sex is supposed to be, right?
That makes sense.
So, I used to sneak and watch these movies. I haven't watched these movies since I used to sneak and watch them. So watching them again as a grown-ass adult was super interesting as well. We're going to talk about the first movie. There are 3 of them. They're all on Tubi. These movies were... I'm just going to tell y'all the name of the movie, right? The name of the movie is Trois, right? Trois, like Menage a Trois. So these are movies about threesomes. And
in the messiest fucking of ways.
So
I might add. Like, I hate it. This shit damn near made me look at that shit like, I could die without one. Cause y'all ass is weird.
And we just talked about that. Like, you never had a threesome.
Yeah.
And these movies, I'm like, also, I have a tendency of watching something that's not supposed, like, and laughing at something that's not funny.
No, that shit was funny.
But that shit was funny.
That shit was funny.
But again, in like 2000, they wasn't watching this like, ha ha ha. Like, I think we're laughing because we're probably immature.
Maybe. That might be it.
So, either way, the name of the movie is Trois, spelled Trois. It'll, obviously, if you clicked on this episode, it's spelled that way. Yeah. And the movie is about Menage a Trois. Specifically, the plot in this movie is there's a husband. His name is Jermaine. He's married to Jasmine. And Jermaine wants to have a menage a trois. He wants to have a threesome. And it's like, we'll get into this, but the way he was like, yeah, a menage a trois.
Freaky as fuck.
It was so freaky. It was freaky as hell when he was like describing that shit.
One thing that I will say about the movie.
Oh my God, wait. Before we even continue, we didn't talk about our snacks. We're high, guys. Yeah. So y'all know we smoke before we record. And today we did healthy snacks. We've been doing fatback snacks for the past couple weeks. Been eating popcorn and Twizzlers and Snickers and Flamin' Hots and shit. But today we got healthy snacks. Yep. And I have my favorite Chobani Flip yogurt. Like, I love all of these yogurts damn near. But sometimes when I get high and I don't want to be a fatback ass bitch, I get some Greek yogurt, but it's like it's a fatback Greek yogurt. Okay. So it's like I can have red velvet cupcake healthily, so I don't feel as bad. Like, I don't feel like my back that big. I got a medium back.
She's talking about not that Mexican back. You was talking about.
Oh my God.
I'm a chill.
But that's what I have. Yeah. And then, Precious, what you got today?
We got. I'm gonna let Joe put me on this Chobani shit. We gonna see what it's hitting for. I got this salted caramel crunch.
Nice.
Then this right here, this jewel salad. If you don't know about it, you better find out about it. Cause these bitches be smacking. And then we got some pineapples. We damn near finna bust these down together though.
Yes, for sure. I love.
You want out the bowl or you want cup? What you trying to do?
I'm probably gonna stick my fork in it.
Okay. I understand that.
But yeah, so back to the movie, right? Yes. So Jermaine wants to have a menage a trois. Him and his wife would probably been married like 2-3 years. Yep. And yeah, these, and here's the thing. When y'all look up this movie, you gonna see like there's some popular actors in this movie.
And so check me out. We're not gonna say popular, right?
I mean, not super popular, but it's like when you see their face, you're like, wait,
I know that nigga.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Facts.
So yeah.
So again, the plot.
The plot is basically there's this married couple. They've been married for 3 years, 2 to 3 years. They still in the kind of honeymoon stage, but it's kind of getting a little mundane and boring and rocky, right? They kind of feeling some type of way. The love is there, but they know something is not there, right? Nice. So we see Jasmine talking to her friend Tammy. We see Jermaine talking to his friend Terrence. Then there's another, the woman that they end up eventually having the menage a trois with. I'm not gonna call it a threesome. I'm gonna call it menage a trois.
Oh God,
a menage a trois.
That's exactly what it was, I guess.
So the woman that they eventually have the menage a trois with is a bisexual woman who got a baby, and her baby daddy get jumped in the lesbian bar.
He came in there mad aggressive. And that also had nothing to do with I looked at the movie. He did not need to get jumped by them dykes. That added nothing to the movie. You feel me?
It didn't.
But they did that.
Okay, we'll get into it. We'll get into it, right? So those are all right. So let's kind of, just for conciseness, let's reiterate who the main characters are. Nice. You have Jermaine. Jasmine, Jade, got some J's going. It's a bunch of should have gone in and threw a Jody in there. But so we have them three. They are the ones that participate in the menage a trois. And then you have Terrence. You have like
you said, Tammy,
and then you have the baby daddy. I guess we could kind of talk about
Derek.
You could talk about the guy that like she Jay was like messing around with like her little
we could crashed out on Buddy.
Yeah. So those are the main characters. But the main characters are Jade, Jermaine. I was gonna call the nigga Jerome. Jade, Jermaine, and Jasmine, right? Yeah. So let's talk about the first sex scene that we see, right? So before we even see the sex scene, we see the foreplay, the sexual tension building up, right? So Jasmine calls Jermaine at work and says like, hey baby, how's work or whatever. No, he calls her and he was like, oh, hey baby, I'm trying to see how your grad school application's going type shit. Yeah. He called her like, he's a lawyer. He works at a law firm. Jasmine, she is a stay-at-home wife right now, but she's applying to grad school. Right. So he's the breadwinner. She's at home. She cooks. She cleans. She's a wife. So he calls and asks about the grad school applications, and she like, oh, it's going good. Oh, by the way, you know that little red number we saw in the window?
Shit up.
No, she was like, oh, I got a surprise for you. He like, oh yeah. And he instantly got freaky as hell. She's like, I got a surprise for you. He instantly get freaky.
His bitch. Fuck is you talking about? You got a surprise. You know the surprises I like.
Yeah, like, and she was like, yeah, you know that little red number we saw in the window? Yeah, what about it? And she like, that's all I'm gonna say. And he was like, oh yeah, well, I got a surprise for you too. She was like, how big is it? And he's like, oh, it's a real big surprise.
They was talking crazy in the middle of the day. Like, not even the middle of the day, early morning.
Yeah, like early morning had to be like, it's probably like maybe 11 o'clock. But then Terrence come in like, oh baby, I gotta go. Oh baby, I gotta go. So they, you know, they phone sexing a little bit. Like, you know, like they, all right, cool. I'm like, okay, they, you know, they finna get freaky later. It sets the stage for them getting freaky later. So then he comes home and she got on the red thing. But the thing is, I'm thinking the red thing gonna be some lingerie. It's a fucking Chinese. it's a fucking Chinese dress.
Hey, I don't know
and
what
I'm like,
them was.
Me so horny. Like, it was like, do me long time.
You see, he was ready though. And her tits looked ready. Amazing. Shit.
I know the conversation was just getting good. But if you want the real, the uncut, and the too spicy for free version, you got to tap in with hernutmatters on Patreon. Over there, you get all the uncensored and unfiltered conversations. Anything that I would have edited out of a regular episode, you getting it unfiltered. It's basically like my close friends, but for the podcast. So if you want extended, exclusive episodes, bonus content, everything from Freaky Friday with Terry Roseland, Skinemax with my boy Precious, and some amazing, crazy stories with my monologues and the Girl 6ix9ine audio, I promise you gonna get your money's worth. For just a couple dollars a month, depending on what tier you pick, you can have all of this and more. So go ahead and head over to patreon.com/hernutmatters and subscribe. Let's keep this conversation going. I'll see y'all in the Patreon.